Alright, dear students, now we are going to do the bank reconciliation, and again, it is very important chapter for your exam. First of all, you need to understand what is bank reconciliation and why the business will be doing this reconciliation. The business need a bank account in order to do the transactions because all of the transaction may not be dealt within the cash because there are some limitation. It can be legal limitation that many companies are not allowed to do the cash transaction beyond a certain amount. There's a restriction on that. Maybe the customer do not feel comfortable doing the cash transactions. Maybe the supplier need the payment directly in their bank accounts. So that is why there are various reasons why the business need a bank account. So business needs a bank account when they are doing in the current business world. And when you're doing a business, you may have daily transactions within your bank account. It may be deposits, it may be transfers, it may be withdrawals, it can be anything. So there may be a lot of transactions going on the daily basis in the business bank account. So business usually have bank account and maybe they're having several bank accounts. So when a business is having a bank account or several bank accounts, they need to know the actual position of their bank account and how much money exactly they're having in their bank account, because this information is essential for many reasons. For example, you're issuing a check to a supplier and there's no money in your bank account and you feel there is a money over there and you issue a check to the supplier, and when they take the check to the bank, obviously their check will be bounced because there was no money in your bank account. Similarly, you may be looking to buy something and you are thinking that there is some money in your bank account, and when you go over there you try to swap the cards, or for example you make the payment like direct electronic payments, and the payment is then denied because you were not aware that there is no money in your bank account. So there are several reasons why the business need to know their actual bank account position. So there are two things related to that. The information related to your bank account is first of all provided by the bank itself. The bank will be maintaining your record, and that record is in the form of the bank statement. Nowadays, we have the application, we have the electronic banking. At any point in time, you can access your bank statement. In the bank statement, there will be a complete detail of the debits and credits, the deposits and the withdrawals, and you can see who has deposited the money in your bank account. There will be some reference of that. How much charges the bank has deducted, how much the interest the bank has deducted from your bank account, how much interest you have received in your deposit account. Everything can be seen from the bank statement. So bank provides you the data, the bank provides you the record of your bank account in the form of the bank statement. But the business may seek to maintain the record itself as well in order to know at any time what is the exact balance in their bank account. So the business may seek to maintain their record related to the bank account, and that record is known as the cash book. So if a business is maintaining the record pertaining to their bank account, that is known as the cash book. And the details of the bank account, the records of the bank account provided by the bank is in the form of the bank statement. Bank reconciliation is about comparing these two documents. Why we will be comparing these two documents? Because sometimes there may be discrepancies, there may be differences within these two balances. The balance in the bank statement and the balance in the cash book. There are various reasons why there may be a difference. It may be a timing difference. It may be a difference due to the transaction which you have recorded in your cash book, but it is not yet shown within your bank statement. It may be difference due to the transaction which has already been shown within the bank statement and you have not recorded in your cash book. So there are various reasons of that. Let me give you a plain example. Let's assume I am having a business, ABC company. ABC company is my company. and I opened up a bank account in the XYZ bank. Now, initially, when I opened up my account, I deposited, let's assume, $1,000 in it. So I'm maintaining the record of that in the form of the cash book. My cash book shows that there's $1,000 within my bank account because I deposited $1,000. So I have kept the record of that $1,000. And the same payment is being shown by the bank statement as well. So the bank statement shows there is $1,000 within my bank account. Now, some of my customers inquired about a product, and I told them that, okay, this is the price of the product if you want to buy. They said, give us the banking details, and if we are willing, we will be transferring the money into your business bank account, and then we'll let you know if we have transferred, then you can send us the products. So just give us the banking details. We are thinking on it whether to buy these products, and if we are willing, we'll be directly transferring the money into your account. And once we are done with that, we will be intimating you, will be informing you, and then you can send us the goods. I said, okay, take my bank details. And then they transferred $200 into my bank account. Now, my bank statement shows that I have $1,200 in my bank account. So I was just checking the bank statement, let's assume online, and then I saw that there are $1,200 within my bank account, and my cash book shows that I have only $1,000. Now I was just thinking from where I got this $200 amount. When I was thinking, suddenly I got a call from my customer. He said $200 has been transferred to your account. Now you can send us the goods. Now what I will be doing, that I will be updating my cash book. I will be adding $200 in it, and now we got the same balance, $1,200 within the cash book and $1,200 within the bank statement. Now let's take another example. I opted for a service from the bank. Let's assume it's a direct debit service. What is a direct debit service? We'll be discussing that in detail, but for right now, just think it is a service being offered by the bank. Now, there was a direct debit from my bank. That means the payment was directly deducted from my bank account. Let's assume the payment was for $300. So there was $1,200 in my bank account. $300 has been deducted and directly from my bank account, and now I have $900 in my bank account. But my cash book suggests that I have only $1,200. So then I went to the online portal and I was just checking the bank statement. Then I realized that I only have $900 in my bank account. So then I investigated. The 300 was deducted from my bank account against the service I was taking from the bank. Then what I need to do is to adjust my cash book by 300. Now I have the same balance of $900. So the business has their bank account. Business may have the multiple bank accounts, and they need to know the actual cash position every time. Because if they're not aware of their actual cash position, actual cash within the bank, they may take uninformed decisions. So the business maintains the records of their bank account in the form of the cash book. The bank also provides the service to the customer by giving them the details of their banking transaction in the form of the bank statement. Ideally, these balances should be the same. Ideally, whatever balance is in your cash book should resemble your bank statement balance. But there may be a discrepancy, there may be a difference, and it can be due to many reasons. For example, I've given you two examples of here. One difference was caused due to the direct transfer into your bank account you were not aware of. So your bank statement was showing that balance, but you were not having that balance in your cash book. Then later you realized that, okay, this is the transfer from your customer, and then you recorded that balance within the cash book. Now the balance is reconciled. Now the balance of the bank statement and the cash book is same. Similarly, you took a service from the bank, which was a direct debit service. and pertaining to that, the bank deducted $300 directly from your bank account. Now you have $900 in your bank account, and the bank statement shows 900, but your cash book suggests you have 1200 in it. Then you later realize that 300 has been deducted and you adjusted your cash book accordingly. Now the balance is reconciled. So the bank reconciliation is all about comparing the cash book with the bank statement. And if there are any discrepancies, then you are going to adjust your cash book, because obviously your your record is the cash book. The bank statement is the record of the bank. The bank will be adjusting their bank statement only if they have occurred any errors. So there may be bank errors involved within the bank statement. So it is the bank who will be adjusting the bank statement. You cannot do the adjustment within the bank statement. Similarly, you have the cash book. Cash book is your own record. Whatever adjustments you want to make will be done within the cash book.